We have 110 on the whatchamacallums, the honors. We can promote more units. I definitely think promoting is way better than hiring at this point. Like, sure, I could hire more units, but I'd rather my units that I have be better, you know? Before worrying about that. Alright, let's get Tatiana the promotion she deserves. For her sleepless nights, you know, studying cures to diseases.
For the safety of our people.
Big HP up, big magic defense up, a couple other stats in there. I do want a Landsknecht, so congratulations, Berenice. Dude, her legs are so beefy. HP and attack mostly, but also some good crit rate. And then, honestly, I think we give Miriam a promotion as well. Okay, kind of working toward at least one of each class first and foremost, before I worry about other classes. Next up, probably like Liza Bruno. Rolf would maybe be good. Rolf has kind of faded out into obscurity in my army. Never really used Gloucester either. Alright, let's... We are going to need to overhaul the entire army, pretty much. Just throwing that out there. We are going to need to overhaul it something fierce. We've got accessory slots not in use. We have people with pretty not great loadouts. Sort by units? No. I still feel like sort by class is the best here. Lets me really, really tool the experience. So I'm quite pleased with Elaine's setup. Gaspard. Eh. We're not really using Gaspard, I'll just unequip him entirely. Do we want to improve? The loadout of, say, Lex? Lex and Colm we're using. Pauline we're really not using. Just unequip her. Dimitri. I could see myself using Dimitri some more, but like all of my non-primary units, I'm kind of keen to have them set aside what they're working on here. Longsword. Field slot. Like Engelbert we're not really using. Caroline we're not really using. Oh, we could actually just dismiss units. I'm kind of tempted to dismiss some units that I'm not really using. I'd probably keep Pauline, Dimitri, probably dismiss Gaspard. Probably dismiss Engelbert and Caroline. I'm not really using sellswords that much. Probably keep my hoplites, disband Maxim. These really haven't been using arbalists or hunters or thieves that much, but maybe. Big fan of my knights, though. We keep those. And maybe even disbanding Adrian. Giacomo, maybe. Yeah, like at this point, I really just want high-level units promoted rather than a lot of the riffraff I have. But disbanding them would be annoying because they are, most of them, garrisoning towns. So I would need to go through and re-garrison those, and that's just blah. Do we leave them? Alright, Lex, we will give you Silver Bangle for bonus defense. Shield Blast inflicts stun. Let's have you target most AP so you can keep people stunned longer. Let's make this first action only. That way you do use Warding Slash a little bit. We'll repeat that with Calm. First action, most AP. Guard, okay. I really don't care for passive Shatterer on Chloe. The -1 PP is good. Strikes attack a column. But it's just not very strong, you know? Oh. Like, the Unwavering Spear is weaker, but I do like the True Thrust. So we do have a Thorn Spear, +1 base PP, reduce my health. Initiative, crit chance. I mean, the minus health kind of sucks, but, like, Chloe's backline anyway, right? More PP means she can first aid more. I mean, not really. First aid is a one-time at end of battle, actually. You should get Keen Call more, like, eh. We should sort by not equipped, just so we can see what we have at the top. Don't really like the eye patch on her, doesn't really make sense. The blue spectacles is so Javelin can hit more. No, I guess we keep this as is. Alright, Leah. What kind of swords do we actually even have? We don't really have much in the way of anything that boosts evasion, annoyingly. I'm tempted to remove Searing Rapier. Grant Burning. Fire Strike. Give her instead the Dancer's Delight. 1 attack stronger. Adds an extra 10 to crit chance. And then Leaping Slash. To attack an enemy, grant the user +1 AP if the attack is a critical. So, I'm tempted to say own condition. Let's say own conditioned user is debuffed with Meteor Mash. If I'm debuffed, that would imply that I've used Leaping Slash. Or maybe got debuffed by something else. Because the negative 30% crit rate is a debuff. So I use Leaping Slash, I get an AP back. And then next turn I still have 2 AP, so then I use Meteor Slash. Because I have a debuff in place, and that gives me my +30 crit back for this specific attack. Let's set this to highest percent HP. And have you attack... I don't know. Whoever you want, I guess. I don't know. Like, Leaping Slash, you obviously want to chain it multiple times as best you can. do... Pairing you with... Focus. Focus Sight is grants crit. What is it? It's Soldier, right? It's actually Soldier. Keen Call, 100% crit rate for the next allied attack. Now we're getting into some interesting considerations, like Chloe with the whatchamacallit. The bonus PP. Large aid box. Party aid? 25% HP to all allies. That's actually kind of interesting. Yeah, we give Chloe the Thorn Spear, and then maybe even a PP up amulet. She's got 4 PP and Keen Call. And you just have her chain Keen Call with Melisandre. Maybe we make that like Pauline's job or something. It's an idea. Might be an idea I'd be more interested in trying with like a different sword user. Like Aramis. Bonus crit rate. We'll try this, see how this plays out with the when user debuff. So she's gonna do a leaping slash once, followed by a meteor slash once. That's the current loadout here. If I paired her with someone, with a soldier that gave True Strike or with guaranteed crit, I could chain leaping slash over and over and over again, guaranteed every time. But it would need to be Melisandre plus a soldier, and the other units in the squad would need to not be stealing the buff as it's being cast, because it would be cast every single time a character uses a skill. Which, I mean, I could just like, it could be like a squad of like 2 hoplites with no skills in their action slots, so they never use their AP. And then Melisandre with, you know, a soldier on the back line. I don't know. That seems a little cheesy, and like, it seems cute, but I don't know how that would actually like pan out, right? I don't know if that's actually good. It's cute, but I don't know if it's good. I guess I can try. I can try it, right? There. Tactics template. Sure. Let's save this template for now. And then push you here. Alright, let's set this instead of user debuffed to 5th action. Because first action will be leaping slash, unless it's keen edge or whatever. Ideally, it's just leaping slash. First action, leaping slash. Chloe buffs, we get guaranteed crit. Next action, Leaping Slash, we get buffed, guaranteed crit. Next action, Leaping Slash, guaranteed crit. Next action, Leaping Slash, guaranteed crit. So we get 4 guaranteed crits off of 4 PP from Chloe. And then our 5th action will be Meteor Slash. We will have 2 PP for that. Or 2 AP for that. So that's this. Let's remove that. Actually, no. Let's go Tactics template. Save your template there. And then, honestly, I'm just gonna... This is just Keen Call hours. We're gonna do like a mock battle from a whatchamacallit. Thorn Spear. Lapis plus 1 PP. Long throw, eh. Need to remember to reassign these. Unit formation. Just rush all these. Alright, so what this would look like, right? You got just like 2 nobodies on the front line just soaking damage. You would have Melisandre and Leah. Or not Leah, sorry, Chloe. So this group is the only one attacking is Melisandre. That is it. Let's put them against just people that front line, I guess. Kind of tempted to see how she does against Berengar. Let's put like Virginia. Gloucester. Giacomo. This might be a little too much DPS for Tybalt and Gregor to survive, but that's fine. Alright, let's do a mock battle and see how does this fight actually go. I'm very curious how this strategy will work. So Hasten Slash doesn't work with Keen Call. But here, guaranteed crit, Leaping Slash. We get a AP up, but we get a crit chance down. But it doesn't matter. Does not matter. Okay, Leaping Slash, Keen Call, guaranteed crit. Okay. Stand by. Okay, he's gonna get himself poisoned. Leaping Slash, Keen Call, guaranteed crit. Stand by. You're dead. Stand by. Leaping Slash, Keen Call, guaranteed crit. That was the last Keen Call. So now she should use Meteor Slash. Yeah. Apparently that counted as a loss. Feels bad. Alright, well, I'm seeing one flaw with this is that Meteor Slash, even with the plus 30% crit rate, does not matter because we use Leaping Slash 4 times for minus 120, so plus 30 is just minus 90% crit chance, which puts me at 0. So basically, I'm attacking 9 times for like no damage at all. It's a little irrelevant, I guess. It was cute to see, though. It was an interesting idea. Alright, let's restore this. Load template. That's a Shatterer. So do I want Dancer's Delight here? I don't know. I don't know that I do. Do you think I probably want a Black Iron Sword on her, though? Could stick with the Fire Slash, but I'm thinking of giving that over to Leah. Castle Sol Draga do a little shopping.
You won't find finer weapons in all of Drakenhold.
Black Iron Sword, please.
Much obliged. Much obliged.
Character list. I could just give her a Black Iron Sword, call it good. Plus 5 crit. Dancer's Delight gives 10 crit instead of 5, but I maybe would like the Leaping Slash on someone else, and this is slightly stronger. Honestly, the Wyvern's Razor on Melisandre would be pretty good. Not only 10 crit, but also 10 crit damage, or 20 crit damage. Now maybe, just maybe, we give you the Dancer's Delight and hit you with the Wyvern Razor. You do get that crit rate, but then also you're going to do even more crit damage. So earlier we did a calculation on if we attacked someone with Melisandre who had 20 defense. So with this, so the Wyvern Razor is slightly weaker, so we have less physical attack, but it would be like 41 minus 20, the base damage, times the potency of the attack, which is 0.2, because 20 out of 100, but then it hits 9 times, and then it's modified by 1.5, but it's actually 1.7 because the 28% extra crit damage from the Razor. So before it was like 50-ish damage, now it's 64.2, which I believe rounds up. Or no, it rounds to the nearest integer. So it would be 64 damage flat if we attacked someone with 20 defense with Meteor Slash, which is a much better value than I think it was 56 earlier. So this is more likely now to kill than it was before, even if our attack is weaker. I replace the Mercenary Eye Patch with something because the Meteor Slash gives 30 extra crit, so 97% chance to crit is pretty damn good. Be willing to Carnelia Pendant, maybe? Activate after evading. Oh, dude, we should give this to Leah. Master's Gauntlets. Plus 10 evasion, 20 extra physical attack, and 30 crit damage. Wait, 30% critical damage, not crit rate. Critical damage, holy shit. Dodgy crit machine? Anyone? Give her pursuit. State kits. Will attack up. Brown beret. Accuracy up doesn't matter. We're pretty accurate already. Initiative doesn't matter. We're already super initiative. I usually put Melisandre on the back line, so she never really gets a chance to use parry. Maybe we give her, like, first aid or something. She's got 2 PP. She always expends 1 on either Hasten Strike or Arteni Strike. Oh, no. What if I do use Brown Beret here? It takes me up to 43 attack against someone with 20 defense, let's say. Times 0.2 times 9. And then times 1.7. 70 damage now? Yeah, okay. Okay. Otte. And Leah. Evasion, crit rate, evasion. If I replace you, we do get less evasion overall. But you get this buff. Keen Edge. Let's reorder this. So this is attack scouts first, and then attack flyers. There are no scouts or flyers. Then I guess go for lowest percent HP. We'll put parry in as an option. So she dodges an attack. She will get a massive buff. If she gets hit by an attack, anyways, before being hit by a melee attack, she'll just gain AP, which is fine. Fire slash. I guess I wouldn't mind her. Having like a black iron sword to get a little extra crit rate in there. That 30% crit damage is kind of good, just saying. Yeah, I don't want her to do any preemptive attacks because I'd rather her spend her PP giving herself this massive buff. Okay, and then Aramis giving him Leaping Slash. I don't really like Impale as a thing. Again, Keen Edge. Keen Edge. Prioritize Scouts first, followed by Flyers. And then Leaping Slash. You crit. You do a thing. You have Active Shatterer, which is pretty weird. Yeah, I don't really like Impale as a skill. +1 PP if enemies defeated, like, it follows from parry, I suppose. If you go parry, impale, parry, impale, parry, impale. But parry's not very good, in my opinion. Like, sword fighters are not good frontliners. They're very easily overwhelmed. I really don't like parry strats too much. I like backline sword fighter as an option. Maybe we build one sword fighter around the idea of parry, impale. But again, we're using a sword that gives me a skill, so it's a little irrelevant. And we'll grab Keen Edge number 2. My Force Scout. And Flying, and then otherwise go for Active Shatterer. Alright, fair enough. Yeah, I like all of my sword fighters. We're not really making use of the axe here. There are better things I could grab. Sanguine Axe, for example. Heal yourself. Yeah, I like that idea. So if own HP drops below half, go ahead and drop a Sanguine attack on him. Otherwise, Rolling Axe, it's fine. Don't really want to use Widebreaker. And honestly, might just set it like this, where you'll prioritize Sanguine attack if your HP drops below half. If your HP is above half, you will use Rolling Axe only if you're up against more than one combatant in a row. And other than that, just use Sanguine attack anyway, just as a default. And we'll just have you attack percent lowest to chip away at enemies. Parting Blow. First aid kit. We give you the first aid kit. We want you to have the first aid kit? I don't know if I want you to have the first aid kit anymore. A large aid kit is interesting as an idea. Maybe I'd prefer you have gauntlets for guarding purposes now, though. Because you have a shield. Do shieldy things. Blue Spectacles still for the Rolling Axe is pretty good. Frenzy Blow. Parting Blow. Activate after an ally is hit by an attack. Activate at the end of battle. Alright, let's say if own PP is 2 or greater, go ahead and use your Frenzied Strike. Otherwise, we're going to save Parting Blow to finish off an enemy, because Parting Blow is stronger than Frenzied Blow, and I think it's better. Frenzied Blow will counterattack and inflict a negative defense ailment. Let's go ahead and save this as his loadout. I personally come more around to lowest percent HP rather than lowest HP with this, because if I get like a Berserker down to like Berserkers usually have like what, 120 HP. If I get one down to like 40 HP, I want to finish it off, right? But if there's something else on the line that has just like a max HP of like 39, lowest HP will prioritize that, versus lowest percent HP will prioritize getting kills over just targeting whatever has the lowest, standing HP. This is more likely to focus fire, basically. Luminous Guard, this is fine. I will go ahead and save his templates. Ignore Gaspard, because we're not really using Gaspard. We use Aerial Guard if there's flying enemies present only. I can't... There's nothing in the logic gating that says only use this when a flying enemy is attacking. But at the very least, I can just say, hey, if there's flying enemies present, guard against flying enemies. Yeah. This only really affects you, though, Lex. Block an enemy attack. Activates before being hit with a physical attack. So, yeah. It doesn't guard quite the way Arrow Cover does, which is what I had assumed originally. But it is not. Yeah, let's switch you to lowest percent HP. I'm less enamored with Angel Hunter shields. I would be happy to change it for, say, like Azure Crest Shield, which is what Elaine uses. Twin Dragon Shield, Dragon Bone Shield, maybe. His initiative to me really doesn't matter. Just, bonus PP is nice, Higher guard rates are also nice. Yeah, let's give him the Dragon Bone Shield. I don't need the other thing. Do we want to upgrade his sword at all? Not that we have much in the way of swords for upgrading purposes, but... we can downgrade his damage in exchange for HP and some defenses. I mean, he is a frontliner, so yeah, we'll give him a sword. And then... I will properly save his loadout. Calm is kind of in the same boat here. Got a Bandit Longsword, which gives him bonus initiative, which is kind of anti to the Dragonbone Shield, honestly. In fact, this feels like something that would be much better on Leah. Let's drop that for now. Just give him an Iron Sword. Like a bangle or something. Put you to lowest HP and properly save your loadout. Oh, that's just... Oh, it's saved by class. I see. Okay, that's useful. That way if I change a class, I can just be like, hey, load this. Okay, but it's not by class line, it's by class specific. So my Vanguard template is different from my Fighter template. Got it. Alright, so Leah, we gave the Black Iron Sword to because I didn't really know what to do. Bonus initiative, bonus evasion. Giving her that plus 10 evasion from the Bandit Sword counteracts the loss of 10 evasion from switching the Scarf into the Master's Gauntlets. So that's actually good for me. We also get gold for using her, and I use her quite a bit. Seems good. I was not using Calm enough to really get the money from it. Alright, Caroline, we're not really using. Magellan. Let's again target lowest percent HP. You target lowest percent HP. Guarding Impetus gives you AP when you're guarding. But you don't really have much in the way of guard until you promote. Same deal with Berenice. She's got Guarding Fighter. After guarding, gain physical attack and crit damage. She doesn't have much in the way of crit chance, though. Maybe we switch Leaf Brooch for Eye Patch. Get that crit chance up. And then just guard rates, maybe. Don't really need much in the way. We don't need the accuracy, I don't think. We don't need a bonus skill. Burn immunity, blind immunity maybe? Sure, we'll get blind immunity. 50% guard rate. And when guarding, we get a massive buff. Grants the user +1 PP if the attack hits. Let's switch you. Just only activate if your own PP is 2 or greater, which it is by default. You start the battle with 2 PP. So this will be, we can keep replenishing our PP as long as we have 2, because I want to make sure we at least have 1 for guarding fighter before we, you know, screw it. So, that's my Landsknecht for now. Hoplites. You have life share, which is cute, I guess. You have Dragon Bone stuff because your initiative doesn't matter and your PP is great. You have Heavy Guard, Covered Ally, Guardian. Grants bonus guard rate and physical attack up. It activates when being hit. I say when own HP is less than 50%, but maybe I switch this and say I would like it to say don't use this if you're buffed. Because I'd like you to receive the buff once, but I don't need you to receive the buff twice, you know? Innovates after being hit by a physical attack. There's something. Okay. Target only combatants without buffs. Does that work? Does that work in this context? I don't know. We're gonna find out. Alright. We could give you, like, heal yourself. Be neat. Counter attack skills. Death blow immunity, maybe? Poison and death blow immunity seems fine. There's a lot of poison in this game, so yeah. Let's go ahead and save the Legionnaire. Okay, Bruno. Rushing Axe. We probably have something stronger. Frost. Provoking Slash. Attack at a single enemy forces the target to focus attacks on the user. Interesting. Combine this with a counterattack build, maybe? Attack a single enemy, inflict negative PP. The magic base. Turn Bruno into a magic attacker? I don't think so. I don't think that's it, Chief. No, I think we go like Zenoiran Axe for bonus defenses and more max HP. So this is just your default is wide slash. Bonus physical attack at the start of battle isn't interesting. Have that set to only if you're max HP. It's just... That's fine. Don't really have the PP to spare for this, though, you know? Let's change this then, yeah? Let's switch this. Do like eye patch, lantern, Carnelia pendant. Heal 10% when you use an active skill. I mean, that would help. 10% of his HP is 8. You can heal 8 HP when you attack, sure. Maxim, I'm not really going to use, so let's just remove his stuff, add it back to the pool. Power Bracelet. Grants the user a buff to endure 1 lethal blow. Sure, Morden, you can have that. G to lowest percent HP. So I guess I should save the basic gladiator template. Lowest percent. This is the most basic form of warrior templates. You have the tenderizer. I'm gonna spike. Let's go with highest percent and lowest percent here. Just come around to that idea, that way of thinking. Clear sight amulet. Is that worth having here? Would I rather have something like Pursuit where I just follow up ally attacks with more attacks? Binding Guard I'm not that much of a fan of. Like, it's useful, but like, you know? Useful, but Could have more going on, you know? Higher initiative, First aid. Counter. Yeah, like, pairing counter belt with retaliation earrings is probably like a play I want to put on a single unit. Yeah, I kind of like the idea of going Pursuit here. This is her template. Rolf, Interrogator Bow, Healing Hunter. Activate after an enemy uses healing magic. Oh, it hunts down healers, I see. Attack a single enemy. Does it have to be a specific enemy? I guess I could say prioritize healers. Prioritize caster with that. Someone casts healing magic, shoot them. Eagle Eye for True Strike. Cool Shot when there's 2 or more enemies. Prioritize flying. Single shot. Meh. Yeah, I'm kind of the opinion of keeping APP around for that. So you've got Golden Egg. Why? Bonus gold. Martin, we're not really using. Go ahead and just ditch your equipment. Liza has an accessory slot we've never used. Okay. Alright, bow with crit chance. Let's consider that for a moment. Considered that for a moment, and I guess I'll give her an eye patch. I don't know. Poison cure is pretty good. Medical aid at the end of combat's also pretty good, is the thing. See, that's kind of the thing, you know? They do not get True Strike Arbalists, so maybe giving them accuracy would be nice. That way they have even better chance of hitting flyers. So yeah, sure. You can have some glasses. Beatrix we're not really using. Just go ahead and unequip. Bernard we're not really using either. Same with Jacinto, also known as Jack. Travis, though. Now we're talking. Searing Rapier. Light them on fire, why don't I? I still really like Frontline Thief for Travis. Like, it was really, really fun. But maybe we pivot more to Status Affliction Rogue as opposed to Frontline Dodge Tank. We could just level up a different thief to be Frontline Dodge Tank. So we could give you Flaming Rapier, or Searing Rapier to get Fire Slash, do fire damage, and also... I think fire does fixed damage, whereas poison does percent damage. Fire can stack. Fire does 20 damage per stack of fire when a action is taken by the person on fire. Whereas poison, I believe, does like 20% or something HP every time an action is taken. So long term, poison is stronger like into the late game for like a single stack of it. But fire is interesting. I really like the idea of fire. Fire! You know, really have much in the way of anything else. Give you a dove plume for initiative? Why? You're already fast. Why do you need a dove plume? Get out of here. Now maybe, just maybe. Blindness. I mean, like, what else would I give you though, right? We're not giving you counter because you're not getting hit, ideally. I guess I'd give you a Silken Scarf for better evasion chance. Just base. Yeah, sure. We'll grab a Searing Rapier. We'll try it. Let's passive steal. This is just your first round of combat. First action, you're going to steal PP. You're still going to be Frontline Thief. Toxic Throw is a ranged attack. Hits twice. That's effective 50 potency, which is passable. Inflicts poison to a target. Poison does like 20% max HP damage to that opponent. Something like that anyway. Versus Burn, which is not ranged, so you can't attack a backline with it. And ranged is better at hitting things in the air, I believe. Fire, though. But fire, though. Okay, I just really like fire, though, is the thing. So we're gonna go fire. Like, Ock really leaned into the fire, you know. Let's see. Let's target person with the most AP with fire. Let's just remove Toxic Throw so I never use it. Okay, you're gonna... First round, you are going to steal one or... attack someone with one or more PP and steal it. I might just change this to low guard chance. Lowest guard rate. Because it does not apply if they guard. So if I attack the person with the lowest guard, it's more likely to apply, and then I steal a PP. That does run the chance that he'll just attack someone who doesn't have any PP to steal, but I guess that's just going to have to be okay. Then we Fire Slash whoever has AP remaining, which will mostly be advanced classes, so, you know, that's good. Let's go ahead and save his template. Simple. You to lowest HP. Quick Guard, Cavalier Call. Herb with medium. Wild Rush. Yeah, it's just very straightforward how these cav work. Adele is very interesting. This is a bit weird. You target the lowest magic defense. Attack a single enemy. They're lower than 25%. Otherwise, I never want you to use Wild Rush. Let's just get rid of Wild Rush on you. The only difference between Clive and Renault is that Clive has a special spear. So let's go ahead and just save Renault's template as the default. Adrian, we haven't really been using. Just get rid of her gear. Monica gave Pursuit to for whatever reason. Achi, the lowest guard rate. I don't think... This just says if it hits. Guard rate is irrelevant in that regard. Just lowest evasion, I guess. Row heal if the average HP of a row is less than 75%. Holy guard before being hit. Guard. See, magic barrier. I might put a stipulation. It just says, again, you should not be lowest guard, you should be lowest evasion. Prioritize back row, prioritize front row, that's just because you have life share. A stipulation that says, hey, don't use Holy Guard if there are magic enemies in play. Like if there's casters. Rather, here, no casters. Only activates this when there are no caster enemies. That way, you know, you have more of a chance of magic barrier getting procced. You know? But a caster enemy, they group spell users into casters. So shamans are something that magic barrier can't guard. Next, magic damage dealt to an enemy. So shamans and clerics can't be magic barriered. And by setting it to this, I'm basically shooting myself in the foot for those encounters being like, oh, there's a cleric here, I guess I can't guard. Which is bad, so, I don't know. It's whatever. Miriam needs another accessory. Honestly tempted to give her the large aid kit. Party aid at the end of combat if she's got enough stuff to do that. I'm also tempted to give her a dove plume as well. Maybe we just give her some gauntlets so she's better at guarding herself. Alright, Gloucester, we haven't really used much. Accuracy, physical defense. The golden ram gear. Guard efficiency, attack, or sorry, not attack, HP up. So he can't be stunned. Got bonus accuracy. But poison. Like a single enemy. Like, poison's only really good if your initiative is high, so... But... if your initiative is high, then you don't get to capitalize on vengeance as much, is the thing. I'm really not a fan of Venom Axe on the Dark Knights. Because on one hand, like, I guess you could use Venom Axe on a promoted class that has multiple AP, right? And then you get a little bit of value out of it. You get the most value out of Venom, or Poison, if you're the first person to attack. You get the highest initiative, you attack first. The enemy has more turns to get hurt by Poison, right? So that's why I'm not a fan of it, but there is a use case, because like we're getting more and more advanced class enemies, so they're going to have more and more AP, which makes this more viable. But certainly at the time we got Glosser, this just felt bad. Vengeful Axe. Damage increases the less HP the user has for an increase of 100. Presumably when I'm at 0% HP, it scales. At 100% HP, you get a plus 0. At 0% HP, you get a plus 100. Vengeance. Let's move Vengeful Axe up. And say, if own HP drops below 50%, prioritize Vengeful Axe. Otherwise, Venom Axe, whoever... I don't know, whoever has the most AP, therefore can get poisoned by it, seems fine. Wouldn't mind changing your Bronze Bangle. Hell, we could probably make a Dark Knight centered around the idea of counterattack. An idea. We're not really using Giacomo, so let's just drop his gear. Magic. You don't really attack. Why do you have a leather hood? What was I thinking with some of these decisions I made? Honestly, you should have a lapis pendant, if anything. You have Parting Resurrection. Revive an ally, restore restoring them to 1 HP. Refresh, prioritize front row. I honestly hate refresh. I don't like it. I hate that it takes precedent over things like quick heal, it seems. Heal, restore a minor HP. Magic potency 50. Does healing actually use your magic attack, actually, now that I think about it? In which case, having the hood does matter. One second. I don't know. I don't know this. Let me look it up. Game tips. Battle. There's healing. Healing is not listed here. Maybe it's listed under Cleric. Cleric weaknesses, yes. How does healing work? Please, please game, come on. You're gonna make me figure this out myself, aren't you? Alright, fine, I'll quickly do a calculation, alright? Let's throw... I don't know, let's just put, you know, Gregor versus Tybalt. We'll throw Sharon in the back. Alright. So Gregor has 32 defense, 23 attack here. I mean, he's gonna take like 1 damage, because I think that's the minimum. So he's gonna take 1 damage. Whoop-de-doo. Sharon, though, heal, magic potency 100. Does that mean I would heal for 33? Because my magic attack is 33? Or is it actually calculated as if it's a magic attack? That would be funny if it were. Where it's 33 minus the the 5 magic defense, heal for 28. If that's how it's calculated, high magic defense would be bad, but, you know. Alright, let's quickly do a mock battle. I want to see, how much do you get healed? You tell. Oh, 1 damage. Oh, 1 damage.
I'm here to help.
You do heal for 33, so it is based on your magic. All right. Fair enough. And which that makes the hood worth having then. Which was all I needed to know. Alright, so heal anyone less than 100% HP. Prioritize those with the lowest percent of their max HP. Protection to front row if it has more than 2 combatants. When an ally is attacked. I don't like refresh. Move that to the bottom. Your HP is 75% or less. I'm gonna do that same thing I have been doing where it's just like own HP is blank or more. If it's the first thing you're doing with your PP, go ahead and refresh. Alright, Sharon. If it's the first thing you're doing. Same deal, Prim. Alright. Then you have Lifesaver, because you're level 15. Activates before being attacked. Heal self for minor HP recovery. Grants user a buff to endure a lethal blow. I'm going to put no restriction on that because the cleric surviving is good. A skill for resurrection. Okay. Do I need to specify that only use this on people who are dead? Maybe? I don't know. I don't know if I need to. Use this on the lowest HP unit. I'm gonna assume it knows. You have Grave Impetus. Activate after an ally is defeated by an attack, gain an AP. Right, that synergizes with Resurrection. And we could give you another AP just to sort of, like, guarantee it, but I digress. I think more PP is what the cleric ordered, so to speak. Are you a quick barrier? Reduces damage by an ally by 50%. Okay, so yeah, the Defender's Mace is just a worse version of the Cleric Cane. We do have another couple things. We got another Lifeblood staff, which is what she uses. Double heal. No, I like Quick Barrier to protect front lines. Gives me something to do with each of these clerics and what they have available to them. Okay, I think Prim's loadout is like the closest to what a cleric should have, so that's fine. Did we save yours? We did. Okay. Rodrigue. We're not really using him much these days. Ock, we have the Chlorotic Flame Burst. But honestly, he's been using Magic Pursuit more. Where he follows up Yana, because I've been pairing them together. And I kind of want to give him a new staff, you know? Because this staff is from, like, the beginning of the game. It's Magic 13. Like, gross. Is he not allowed to use this staff? Cannot be equipped by this class. Fair enough. Well, it's either that or the Thawing Scepter, which, no thanks. Yeah, the Chlorotic it is. EP. Prioritize Burning. I'm going to say Magic Pursuit. Own EP is 2 or more, and same thing about Magic Counter. Just so we guarantee 1 for Fire Burst at the end. Nice percent HP, I suppose. Prioritize Armored. Honestly, I'm not even sure I need to prioritize Armored with Ock. We're just kind of prioritizing people we can set on fire. Like most AP, I guess. Because we set a bunch of people on fire, they take damage when they attack, and then at the end we do AoE fire. That's the build that Ock is working with. We could give him initiative. I don't know that he needs initiative or what he's doing. It wouldn't be bad, it just, you know, doesn't really suit the vibe. Crit doesn't matter. Evasion might be nice at some point. Bonus leather hood. More magic damage. God. I do apologize. This must be boring as hell to watch for anyone watching. Just inventory management for like the last 2 hours. But hey. Hey, that's what I do. Let's give him initiative. You know, make him act sooner. That's fine. Cicely, we're not really using much right now. So it's really just Yana. She's got an iron staff. Or a black iron staff. Sure. Let's give her a better staff to whack people with. Bronze Bangle, I don't think she really needs. Give her a Carnelian pendant. Let her attack more things. Attack 2 enemies. Ice Bolt. Really need to specify most AP at that point. Magic Conferral if there are no flying and no scouts. This is all sorts of messed up. Alright, Focus Sight. Enemies present. Flying. Focus Sight if there are scouts present. So we can gain some True Strike. If there are none of those present, go ahead and Magic Conferral. Your heart's content. Go ahead and save that as a template, I suppose. Alright, Victoria. She's got Flame Hex Staff, which I like. It pairs well with Ock, because we just light an entire row of enemies on fire. It's pretty good. Honestly, I should set Fireball to prioritize non-burning. Only non-burning? No. Only burning? No. I would like prioritize non-burning. That's stupid. Okay, but Victoria is going... Do I want to keep her as, like, Ox support? I don't know. What is you doing? Got evasion and initiative staff. We give you Sandstorm. Inflict blindness on all enemies. True Strike. We need a Carnelian pendant to make that happen. Which we have sitting around. This just targets all enemies. Completely just obsoletes these curses, though. So let's say only use this. I want to say only use this if there's like 5 or more enemies. Right? Maybe 4. 4 or more enemies. If it's a full squad, blind them, sure. If it's less than that, go ahead and just like inflict the usual debuffs on Rose, I guess. I don't know. Hard to say. It might just be I've never tried out blind yet. Oh, hi, Ashton. Sorry, I've been very absorbed in this. So I saw through the YouTubes that you can become more than friends with the unit of your choice in this game. Do you know who you're picking? Yes, I have an idea in mind. I am probably going to pick Melisandre because I don't know. She's very cute, in my opinion. She's very funny personality-wise. She's very thirsty and, like, fangirly, which is really funny to me. And I think she's got the best chemistry with Elaine so far. I don't know who else he can romance. Presumably, like, Scarlet, Berengaria, Virginia. Maybe he can even romance Oakleys? I don't know. That would be an appropriate choice of Berengaria, didn't it? Berengaria is like a close second for me. I'm just like, dude, she's so hot. Like, the frickin' heels. The heels for no reason. Also, nice ass pick. Ass. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah, I decided Melisandre would be a very fun pick when we recruited her, so I'm sticking to that. Alright, so Victoria. Well, if we're doing Fire Curse with Victoria and Dust Storm with Selvi, like I need a shaman who actually does shaman things. Alright, so this is like the first instance where I think I should actually recruit an actual merc. Some, like, recruit more instead of recruit less. Alright, maybe blind is just insanely powerful and I should just use it all the time. Regardless. Just do that. And then maybe grab, like, I don't know. Powerful Call. Grants 30% physical attack on the enemy's next attack. Or your next allied attack. And then, I don't know, evasion, I guess. Only when the user suffers. No, I would like, hey, use this if my ally is attacking with physical damage, please. Not that useful otherwise, but sure. Okay, so that's Selvi. Victoria can have... I don't really know. She can have a bangle, I guess. Honestly, we're probably not using Victoria that much. Hey, what do I know? Oh, you know what Selvi should have? She should probably have the initiative up. The dove plume or whatever. Yeah. But she does more. How is your afternoon treating ya, Ash? You two are fine. Massive Shatterer. Here's a line. Like -1. Do I construct a magic wyvern? No, I don't think so. I don't think that's a good idea. Initiative +2, ooh-wee. Alright, let's give Heinrich the Valkyrie's partisan. So attack a column of enemies. We'll specify... please attack a full column with that. Move you up and say, use this if there is a cavalry here. Otherwise, use passive Shatterer on a full column. And if there's no full column... excuse me. If there's no full column, then just use passive Shatterer on whoever has the most remaining PP, so you can remove their PP. Just another day closer to financial ruin. Fucking mood. Fucking mood. Alright. Deflect. Negate a melee attack for a single hit. Round counter. I'm going to say only use this on cavalry, because it is potent. For enemy attacks with an active skill, deflect activate before being hit with a melee attack is better. Now, let's just get rid of that altogether. We get more evasion if we negate the attack and then get more evasion. Seems good. You have wing rest. Lightning shaker. Select, and then at the end of combat, we wing rest. Presumably. Not bad. My Griffin Knights have kind of fallen by the wayside, but I do like them enough to keep their gear around. Fatal Dive. Attack a column of enemies with a piercing strike. Deal damage equal to 50% of the user's HP. Note, not max HP, just user's current HP. So if Rana's weakened, then this is kind of weak. This attack cannot be made critical. This just seems bad, you know? Tailwind front row. No, dude, Fatal Dive just seems bad. I'm trying to think of a use case for this. 'Cause sure, you can pierce an enemy column, that's 2 units. Or I could high swing and attack an entire row, which is up to 3 units. And I can choose whether I want to attack the front or the back line with this. You know? I can specifically say, hey, target the back line. So Fatal Dive doesn't give me access to the back line. I already had access to the back line. I could column with a piercing strike. The fact that it's unguardable, I guess? Equal to 50% of the user's HP. So my question is, so unguardable means they don't get a reduction in damage from guard. It says piercing strike. Does this ignore defense is my real question. I guess the way to find out is to just test it. Again, we're just gonna test it. Where's Fran? Give me the Fran. Fran versus I don't know, Hodrick. So, theoretically, Fatal Dive does... Again, I have my calculator pulled up. 50% of the user's HP. Well, my HP is 48. 50% of that is 24. So theoretically, I just do a flat 24. Which is fine. It can't be guarded, which means Hodrick will take 24 damage. But I don't know if this ignores his physical defense stat, you know? Because his physical defense stat is still 36. 24 minus 36 is negative, which means it's going to floor to 1. Like, this is not... I need to know. Enlistment, mock battle, Fran versus Hodrick. I need to know. Fatal Dive. It does 24 damage. Okay. Good to know.
Over here.
Now I'm curious if would like an explanation, if I can, of unguardable in this context. Attack a column of enemies with a piercing strike. Is unguardable the tag word for a piercing strike? Or is unguardable and a piercing strike two different things that the word context is playing at here? Because unguardable could just mean a couple of things. It could mean you can't use a PP guard skill to guard it. It could mean you can't use your guard rate to reduce the damage of it. And it could mean that it ignores defense. But maybe it probably means that you can't use your guard percent to reduce the damage. And how it's reading is just saying this is a flat, fixed number that cannot be reduced, basically. I wonder if the testers for this game has the same thing. Okay, I've been asking questions, so many questions, since I bumped the difficulty up to expert, where like knowing these things actually matters. Like the other day, I spent 4 hours calculating how critical and guard chance worked, because it's nowhere. I'm still mad about this because it's such a simple mechanic, but it's nowhere. So it's got damage calculation, right? Total number is adjusted for guarding, crit chance, or critical hits, blast rates, etc., etc. But you go down to critical hits, it doesn't tell you how much a crit is worth. You go down to guarding, it doesn't tell you how much. It tells you what guard skills do, but it doesn't tell you what regular guarding does. So I had to figure that shit out myself. Took me 4 hours. 4 hours on a calculator. All it took. Anyway, back to this. Oh, jeez. Cleese. Shield bash. And evasion. See, now you're playing a real RPG, a real game. This isn't an RPG. Yeah. Jeez. I should pick between either Shield Smite or Evasion, because gaining defense and gaining evasion accomplish the same thing. You know, like, more defense accomplishes, in effect, the same thing that more evasion does. And her build is very evasion-centric right now, so I'm just like, you know, maybe we don't need Shield Smite. Maybe we just Spiral Sword about it. Also, let's get rid of that. Although I could build her to be counterattack. Counterattack City, you know. Don't ya know? Now, see here. Let's give her gauntlets for guard rate. In 1 PP during the day. Grants the user initiative and accuracy. Initiative and accuracy do not matter in this context. Just get rid of that. And just... these are the only 2 skills you need, Oakleys. Is fine. During call, restore HP to a row of enemy... or minor HP to a row of allies. It should be average HP, less than 75%. Fully light, prioritize armored is fine. Passive miracle, restore minor HP and grant 1 PP to an ally. After an ally's... or activates after receiving an ally's passive skill. Okay. And quick heal, yeah. That's fine. Bronze Circlet's kind of wimpy. Iron Staff. Asian Initiative. Accuracy. Staff of Sucker. I barely knew her. Restore minor HP to 2 allies. Double heal. Or Resurrection. I kind of like the double heal aspect. Good double heal. Let's grab you. The leather hood for magic attack. Maybe grab you like a lapis pendant? Doesn't really help you much. Magic barrier, eh. Silk Scarf for more evasion, maybe? Yeah, more evasion. Keep jumping around with those big old bitties. Alright, so double heal is a 60 potency heal on 2 allies. It's stronger than quick heal, that's for sure. Restore minor HP to 2 allies. Target HP is just not full. Move all of the target's debuffs as well as curing the full row. Okay, that's prioritize debuffed. Or specifically target only combatants with debuffs, and we will just if someone is less than 100% HP and is debuffed, we will use Curing Call. Otherwise, we will just use Double Heal because it's more potent. A better heal, essentially. Do I want her to be a healer, or do I want her to be a friggin' light mage? I don't want her to be a light mage. Oh well, whatever. That's fine. Oh, well, wasn't done, game. I wasn't done. Right, Virginia. Shields. White Rider Shield. Stun immunity, guard immunity. I'm tempted to give her the Azure Crest Shield for an additional +1 PP to max out her PP. Slightly less defense overall. Oh, dude, the stun immunity is too good. And guard seal immunity. We all want to max out our PP. So true. Counterattack a single enemy. Potency increases the less HP the user has. Enemy attack. Let's set this. Only proc if own HP drops below 50%. No, own HP less than 75%. Seems fair. Because if she's using this when she gets hit for like 2 damage, I don't give a shit. You know? Like, no. Don't do that. She's so good at staying alive, too, because she's got Royal Guard, which heals her whenever she guards. So, she's really not in need of using the Maiden's Hammer. It's not going to be very strong. Although it is potency 150 by base, that is kind of insane. Maybe. Let's say use Royal Guard if your HP drops below half. So you're not going to use your guard skill until you drop below half, and that'll heal you. But as long as you're above half, you can counterattack with Maiden Hammer. There you go. We should switch you to lowest percent. It's a little bit better. Iron Crusher. That's fine. Joseph. Joseph. We're really not using Joseph much. We'll come back to you. Alright, Berengaria. This is where I think we grab the counter belts. Let's see. Sanguine Pursuit. Follow up an attack if single enemy. Oh, she's got such good skills. She doesn't need counter. I'm just like counter plus the whatchamacallit. Where are they? The retaliation earrings. Counterattack skills deal more damage. It's just, it appeals. You know? Attack a single enemy, inflict minus AP. Attack a row of enemies, inflict stun. Make her magical. Give her a Phantom Knight Axe. This attack inflicts minus 1 PP. Make her chop their PPs off. Provoking Slash is interesting as an idea. Attack a single enemy, force them to attack her. Magical Girl Berengaria, yes. Like, it's an interesting idea, though, like, the counterattack build. You have Provoking Slash, make enemies attack you. And then you have Counter to counterattack, and then you have the, you know... I mean, it really would suit Bruno as a build, right? And his build kind of sucks. So, you know what? Bruno, congratulations. You are counterattack build. Don't do that anymore. Counterattack a row or counterattack single? I don't know. We never bulk up anymore. Because he's already got a counterattack, it's just not as strong. No. Let's do a little testy run of this. Let's throw Bruno out here with a little healer behind, and then we'll throw, you know, we're gonna just throw like, you know, Lex. Do a little mock fight. Although, I mean, there's no one else he could attack besides Bruno, so Provoking Strike doesn't matter, but...
You're safe with me.
Quick Barrier. Get hit. Oh, you're stunned, so you can't counter? Okay, that was a bad pick. Alright, someone who can't stun him. Let's go with Chloe, maybe? Yeah, sure, let's pick Chloe. But Chloe can steal your PP! Dude, my units are too good at this.
I have you.
She's too good. Alright, what about friggin' Gregor? I just want to see how strong this counterattack is. Like, I want to know if it's a flat plus 40, like, on top of how much damage you'd normally do? Like, ignoring defense? Or if it's 40, like, base strength, basically. Okay, well, it did 1, so I'm assuming it's not that strong. Yeah, counter the counter. When you test out a build, but you realize they've already built a counter for it, yeah. Yeah, it doesn't seem that good, to be honest. I mean, it was a hoplite, but it's not that good. Okay, well, if I don't need the counter bracelet. I already have counter built in, so maybe I go with something else here, like, I don't know, brown beret, spectacles for accuracy, because this is low accuracy. Oops. We honestly don't really need barbarian axe either. We just kind of would like an axe. Yeah, just leave it like that. That's fine. Anyway, back to where we were. Gilbert. Gilbert is new. Royal Saber, bonus initiative. I really like Gilbert as an idea here. Guard order, activate before an ally is attacked. Grant 100% guard rate for one attack to an entire row of allies. Start a battle, 20 initiative to all allies. All allies, defense, attack. This is very, very strong. Dare I throw another one of these ambulance on here? Bangle, maybe? I'm gonna throw an extra PP on him. Make his PP massive. Cry, no. Blind Cure. Or Blind Cure. He's just a friggin' receptacle for these things. Alright, and then Berengaria. So she starts combat with Eye of the Warrior Princess, which makes everybody in combat scared and horny. And then she does follow-up attacks. Follow up an attack after an ally attacks. So she follows up ally attacks. Yeah, and she's got the death spin for attack a row and stun enemies. Versus afflicted is good. Give her blindness and burn immunity, sure. I would like her weapon to be better, but it is what it is. It gives, guard rate, I suppose. Did you say scared and horny? Yes. Yeah. Have you not seen Berengaria use Eye of the Warrior Princess? It makes everybody scared and horny. I mean, everybody, look at her. They're already horny, and then she glares at them, and now they're scared. It's just how it works. Alright. It was a complete overhaul of our skills and such, as it were, and so on and so forth. Alright. We are going to progress into Elheim, which is the land of the elves. But first, I'm going to refill my water and get up and stretch for a bit, because I've been sitting in front of my screen for 3 hours looking at nothing but inventory. So, give me a second. Eye of the Warrior Princess is what she calls her extra PP. Yeah, there you go. I'm gonna just leave the game up, The game music is just kind of pleasant, Just sit back and relax, enjoy. Alright, I have returned. You have to understand, sometimes the tab is up, but muted. Sometimes it's up, but not muted. Sometimes it's behind something, but not muted. So you hear a little audio nuggets every day stream with you is an adventure while you're working. Alright, well, you know, you never know what you're gonna get here at Latalis Industries. But we do get the job done. Provided that the job is, you know, saying random shit and seeing how people react to it.
If it's steel you're after, you're in the right place.
Sorcerer's Connection. Maybe before an ally uses a magic attack. That might be worth having.
Done and done. Be seeing.
Latalis Industries is subsidiary or a subsidiary of Lettuce Corp. Remember, folks, eat your greens. True. Lettuce Corp is a member of the Campfire International. Yep. Alright, we're making progress for the first time in several hours. Cheers to that. Before us lies the Winding Wood, a vast, twisting forest through which only elves are able to navigate. Fortunately, Lady Yana has agreed to lend us her wisdom in traversing it. As the elder witch of the swamp, the elves trust me with like they do a few others. If it's passage to Elheim you're after, I'd be glad to show you the way. Oh. It just looks like a bunch of trees to me.
Just past this thicket ahead, and we'll have made it through.
Alright, you guys ready to, like, meet some elf potties? I'm ready to meet some elf potties.
My thanks, Yana. We would have wandered this wood for weeks without your aid. Come, we should hurry.
Oh. Lady Rosalinda? What are you doing here by yourself?
Nice leotard, girl.
You've arrived with some timing, Sarimet Yana. I was actually hoping to entreat your aid.
An acquaintance of yours, I presume?
This is Lady Rosalinda.
Dark-skinned elf! I know. Dude, she hot. Everybody in this game is hot, to be honest. But
Elder sister to the Turanos of the elves, the seer Altalinda.
yes, the Torenas. I know what that means. The real game here is deciding on who you pick to oath. See, I don't even know who all the candidates are, because I have not spoiled myself on anything in this game. I didn't even know you could marry people until Rastifer came in asking me who I was gonna marry. So.
And the boy is?
And the boy is your future husbando.
Prince Elaine, heir to Cornea's throne and commander of their liberation army.
There's no way that an elf wouldn't be a choice. True.
Elaine, then. I see.
Who's this? Oh, just, the general of the Liberation Army who just freed all of Drakenhold and also the Crown Prince to Cornea. Oh, so just Elaine then, huh? No honorific, just Elaine. Okay.
Why have you come to Elheim?
To breathe life into a revelation I was granted in Cornea's sanctuary. I was bade to meet with your Turanos.
Then I fear your travels are in vain.
I'm not looking, chat. You're looking.
Held prisoner in Castle Lowerhall ever since our defeat at Zenoira's blade. Our people have fought for moons unending in order to win back her freedom. But our forces dwindle with every passing day. We will never succeed without help.
Sorry, what was that?
Which is why you came looking for me.
What?
If I may, How was Zenoira able to breach the confounding defenses of the Winding Wood?
By the hand of Sadimet Alcina. That can't be.
Alcina was a sorceress of great renown, and my esteemed master in the art of spellcraft. She was a trusted advisor to your grandfather, King Gerard, of 2 generations past.
A faithful ally to the crown, then. She must surely be under Zenoira's control to have turned against us so.
Now, you seek the Tudanos, while I seek an army. 2 notes in the same melody. What say we sing this hymn together?
Oh, are you hitting on me? Are you proposing?
We march to vanquish Galerius and free all nations of Fevrith alike. Should you truly extend such a generous offer, we would gladly accept it. Come, I'll introduce you to the others.
You're a bigger dreamer than you look. Thank you, Elaine. I'd like that very much.
I bet you would. I mean, what? Oh, we met Rosalind. Rosalind. We've made it through the Winding Wood unscathed, my prince. Let's press onward. As I mentioned in the forest, I mean to fight as part of your army. So please lend me your aid in liberating Elheim. Right away, ma'am. Now the question is the level going to scale relative? Column carving. Who goes there? Oh, Taras! It eases my heart to see you well. Yet, who are these humans who accompany you? Brave souls of the Cornian liberation. They've agreed to help drive Zenoira from our home. Salvation comes at last. Pray, follow me. I will bring you to Lina. The Southern Elf male voice, hey. Freedom at last. Okay, it does scale because it's level 15. Excuse me? Diggy diggy? Alright, what are we up against? We're up against 3 griffins and a soldier? Alright, well, you know what they say, against 3 griffins and a soldier. Rush them. Reloading. Empowering Drought. Alright, we're up against 3 armors and a mage. Interesting. I'm just testing out my units against local enemies. 3 armors and a mage. We go Ankh, Yana, Hitra, and I don't know, maybe like Bernadette? Oh yeah, no damage taken. I like the sound of that. Aha! Congratulations, you're on fire.
I'm here to help.
Magic Conferral. You're just one-shotted. Magic Missile, you're dead. Magic Pursuit, you're dead.
You're safe with
Quick
me.
Barrier against Fireball. Still get a little burned, that's fine. Quick Heal, yeah. Proper Heal, sure. Fireball! Pursuit. And Pursuit doesn't trigger the burn damage. It's super nice. Diggy diggy. Ah! Alright. While the shrewd orders of its leader, Lena Lagos, have kept it afloat, the Elheim resistance have been backed into a corner by the invading Zenoiran army. Thankfully, the Liberation arrives to intercede. So we're doing up against archers, elven archers specifically. Is that different than the hunter, maybe? Druids and Griffon masters. Okay. The resistance lives on.
Honolin. Even our final attempt ends in failure.
Linalago, sir!
Little Lagos, sir!
Terra Rosalinda approaches with an envoy of soldiers.
By the stars. My lady.
Calm yourself, please. I'm perfectly unharmed.
Holinita. Ah, you're here as well, Sodomet.
It's been a while, Lynn.
It has been far too long indeed. My lady, I wouldn't dare pass up willing reinforcements, but the state of affairs remains dire. We must withdraw. The enemy is but a teal away.
Nothing is decided until the final blow is struck.
And you are?
My name is Elaine, commander of the Cornian Liberation. We've come to aid your resistance at Rosalinda's request.
And I am Linalagos, of said resistance. Firm as your voice may ring, our defeat is unavoidable. Few able soldiers remain in this hold, and fewer still are willing to fight.
Then allow me to reframe the matter. My army will push forth to the enemy stronghold. All I ask of you is to cover our rear.
You would charge ahead knowing well the severity of our struggles? Is a bold proclamation, sir. But not one I'm willing to overlook. Even if we fall in the process, our arrows will find peace in Zenoiran necks. I assure you of that.
Sounds good to me, man. The resistance lives on. Viva la resistance! All my effort to avoid such disadvantaged battles, and here we are, well and truly surrounded. Thankfully, our ballistae are still in working order, but we lack the numbers necessary to operate them. I entreat you, Knights of the Liberation, lend us your aid. Linalagos here is skilled both in attacking with the bow and healing allies. That, and he's a key member in the fight to reclaim our homeland. Command him well, and he'll see your trust repaid in kind. Elven archers are masters of the bow, highly skilled in supporting allies from the back row. Alright. Lena's like, nothing is lost, have faith in me, for I have forged my PP in the iron lands of Drakengard, and become its savior. Let me show you my army and its extra PP. Exactly right. Birdman, don't let a single one of them live alive. The Liberation command post is captured as defeat. The defeat if we lose, victory if we win. That is exactly how I always expect it to be. Alright, so the enemy has a ballista, which is a little spooky. I would ideally like to take that out as soon as possible.
I trust in your judgment.
Alright, Little Lagos.
Depart.
Go ahead and seize that. Cavalry. You guys have upgraded clerics, huh? Also known as, you know, popes. We got popes. Oh, apparently we can talk to whoever's over here. Little talk icon. Stage conversations. Little Lagos Favio. Okay. And talk to Fava Bean over here. Why can't he talk to Ingard, huh? Ingard's better. Ingard's got a Lapis pendant, man. Why can't he talk to him? Alright, unit overview. Let's start constructing squads. So we have a flyer here. We want to deploy something to this ballista as soon as possible. We want to produce anti-cavalry as well, quite quickly here. Anti-armor would be nice. Anti-flight. Couple of archers. Anti-air seems like the most important thing right now, so let's consider that. Probably starting with air-to-air combat, I imagine. Rosalind. So let's take a look at Rosalinde. So she's got a twinned bow, which is a... Is this a spear? Yeah, it's a spear. A magic spear that does both physical and magic damage. Freezing thrust. Attacks a single enemy, inflict freeze. Potency if the user has summoned fairies. We got fairies in this game too? Do attack a single enemy if the user is at 100% HP. Grant the user +1 PP and +1 summon fairies. Alright. Okay. Get everything except an actual unicorn. Yeah. Let's set this to first action. So we can get a fairies. Probably like a whatchamacallit. Let's give you the rookie egg because you're only level 10. It'd be nice to level you up a little bit. And then I guess you like a hood for your hood. And silver bangle or defenses. Look at her, she's beautiful. What the heck? Okay. She's a magic-based unit, that's fine. Alright. Let's see, anti-air in the form of what? Probably Virginia. Hilda to act as the movement here. And then, like, Rolf. And Liza, maybe? Or do we throw in, say, like, Aramis or something? just to balance out the squad a little. Dumb question, are you playing this on Steam? No, this is on Nintendo Switch. It has not been released on PC yet. And we don't think it ever will be, to be honest. Vanillaware, the developer, despite Atlas, who's the producer of the game, Atlas wants to port it to PC, but Vanillaware doesn't want to. For whatever reason. They just don't like PC gamers or something. So it's probably never coming to PC. But, yeah. Don't really want to play this on a tiny screen when I actually buy it in 10 years. Yeah. That's why you gotta get like a capture card and just do what I do and funnel my Switch to my computer. And just play it on a computer. There you go. We should get an anti-cavalry squad. That's what, Fran? We'll put Regor there. This chapter is a lower level than the last one we did, so I can use this as an opportunity to level up certain units. I guess I could level up Dimitri a little bit. Get Horax. First aid. Mangle. %. Prioritize first aid. If I do that, I might as well stream. You should. If I do that, I might as well become a hot tub streamer. You should, yeah. Become a hot tub streamer that plays Unicorn Overlord. That's what the people want. The people want one thing, and it's fucking disgusting. Let's put Rosalind in here. Let's see how that stacks up. Okay, let's get Berengaria back out here. Like, let's freaking go. Where's Travis at? Where's her bro? So Travis has graduated from frontline into backline. However, he is still capable of frontlining, so we might as well frontline him. Let's grab Sharon to party heal. And then honestly, let's throw Berenice out there. This seems like a pretty solid line, to be honest. Inevitably, we need an Elaine squad, including Melisandre, because they are destined for one another. This is like my oh shit, stuff is going very, very wrong squad. Like, this is my all level 20s and above squad. This is my oh shit button for when things go wrong. And they will go wrong, mark my words. We try Gloucester. I barely knew her. With Bernadette. Throw Ock on the back line and like give him Oben. Where's Oben at? Oben's here. Alright, let's give Adele a shot here with Chloe on the back line, and Yana there, I guess. Okay, that's 6 squads. Some of them are better, you know, balanced than others. Some of them are just kind of, you know, science-y. You're sciencing it out. So we have forest, which reduces horse speed. Mountains reduce flying speed. But you are going to this ballista. That is fine. We need someone to go to the other ballista. And that may be Berengaria. Because they need experience.
Good choice. Just tell me what to do. Got it.
You have 2 more Valor points. Let's grab a Hilda squad.
Order must be preserved. I rise to any challenge. Your orders? I rise to any challenge.
Honestly, get out of range of that.
Your orders?
Honestly, withdraw for
Very
now.
well.
I'm here.
Alright, go after these guys. We can worry about the...
Quick!
As you ordered.
You shoot the ballista with your ballista.
Falling back then. Order must be preserved. I rise to any. It shall be done.
Fight you.
Let's get going.
You're up
already.
here.
Ready to move.
Fighting them.
Face your demise.
Okay, why is this so bad? In 76 damage regardless. Even worse. Why is that doing things? Like 67. Let's just toss some magic font on there because we did take a ballista bolt to the face. Apparently that means I'm taking even more damage. $139, 130, Jesus. Ooh, 92 damage. That's at least manageable. It probably means Hilda's dead because of the archer on the back line. Which is fine. Sure. That was a lot of damage, damn. Yep, not surprised. Good maiden hammer.
It was never in doubt. Your orders? A brisk flight.
The foreseen. Your orders, if you will.
Okay, so we crushed them. Keep shooting.
Well,
Keep shooting you.
Falling back then.
You are cavalry. You have our anti-cavalry squad right here.
At your service.
But it is not looking
Understood.
good for some reason.
Oh, am I getting out of this one?
$109 damage? Damn. Jeez, bud. You think you could do less damage, bud? Holy hell. Barrier, quick heal. You can only quick barrier one unit, though. The problem is that Gloucester's cavalry. I believe that is the problem here. Yikes.
Allow me to mend your wounds.
Quick barrier. You're on fire. You're no longer on fire.
You're safe with me.
Fine hit. My hand.
Now, Albin not looking too good, but he's getting there. Misses Sanguine attack, which sucks. And he got just destroyed. But now the fire begins.
Tis trouble.
All these ladies wing rest, and then we do AoE burning to everything. Fire burst. Yeah, that was bad. Okay, let's throw Elaine's group out there just to oh shit button that.
You've already broken through the barricades. Damn it. We're gonna get overrun if we don't do something.
If it's time you're after, my magic should slow their advance. Though of course the decision lies with you, Elaine. Yeah, I don't really have the valor to do that right now. Yeah, Elaine's group is more than capable of dealing with all of this. We'll just park him here.
Come then.
Finish him off.
A fine bout. I've arrived.
Done. I stand ready. Heading to ground.
Okay. Let's throw... Let's throw Lex's group out here.
I'm up.
Maybe you just garrison for now. Merciful Rain. Ooh. Interesting.
I trust in your judgment. They direct their aim towards me.
Smoke Bolt 2. It's fine, I haven't really been using assists.
They won't escape. That's what you get.
Sure thing. All done. To me. Now then.
Out of my way.
Look at all those healing assists. Be a shame if Berengaria just made them all scared and horny and died.
Let's have some fun.
Oh. Get glared at, losers.
Not finished yet. So hurt.
Regrettable end.
Sure.
Got it?
Grant them succor.
Random sucker.
Better heal up. Lay down.
You're on fire and incapacitated, and now you're dead. Oh, geez, and now you're dead. Wow, crazy.
Worth my time.
Almost like I was never in any danger to
You're a
begin with.
fool. Just tell me what to do.
I'm gonna start shooting these popes.
Ready.
Oh, life aid over here. They need it.
Still kick.
Your villainy ends here.
Alright, we do 452 damage to healing 5. Oh no, quick curse.
Easy there.
Finished.
You know what counters shamans? Cavalry call.
We can do this.
Hey, look, cavalry call.
Hold my might. Victory is assured.
Oh, you dodged.
Shall see our duty through.
Dodged just enough for yet another cavalry call. 117 damage. Ooh-wee.
Victory grows ever closer.
Okay, you are injured, so fall the fuck back.
I'm hurting, boss.
Just heal yourself even.
Go ahead, I got backup.
I've lost enough already.
You.
The time is at hand.
Sure thing.
Probably do the damage there.
Come then.
We've seen these guys just eviscerate. We don't need to see it. We don't need to see it again.
We march. The path is set. Your villainy ends here. Victory grows ever closer. The time is at hand.
You
Onward.
back off. You're out of stamina. We could kill you with Oben's group.
You got it. Ready to move. Heading there now. No running.
Alright. Quick heals. You're on fire.
You'll be okay.
How dare you?
I owe you.
Fine hit.
You okay?
Good healing. lucky hits there. Gloucester, would it kill you to stay alive? It's a bit of an oxymoron. Would it kill you to stay alive? Maybe it's time for more training in Drakengard. First of all is Drakenhold. And second of all, these units are just a little under-leveled, under-specced. You can withdraw. And you along here.
You won't make this mistake twice.
Alright, Berengaria, show them what's up.
At least try.
Now, a lot of the units I brought in that are struggling are the units that aren't promoted yet. So, really, I just need to get more honors to promote the units I have.
Not bad.
Sure.
I'm here to help.
You're on fire. This really isn't an anti-armor group. It's more of a hold position group. Yup. He died of burning. Get wrecked. Dude, look at all those assists to healings.
Facing me was your first mistake.
Facing me was your first mistake.
Your orders, if you will.
Press the advantage, men. For the Noira. Dude, could you chill? Could you, like, not do that?
Gotcha. You got it.
Right, let's grab Brand's group.
To the skies! Nowhere is too far.
Tempted to grab that ballista.
At once. I can't wait for my next fight.
Just a moment.
Well,
I actually don't really care to waste my bullets on that.
I trust in your judgment.
Order must be preserved.
Have you heal for now.
I've lost enough already. I accept. I have arrived. The foreseen outcome.
they won't escape.
Sure thing. Yes, sir.
I stand ready.
Ready to move.
Alvin's group not quite well situated. It's much better at dealing with the enemies down here, surprisingly. Most of them, at any rate.
I got you.
I guess we'll turn you around. You need to heal.
Ready.
It's life aid.
Face me and be cut down.
Okay, dude, I'm gonna get rid of Fatal Dive. I don't think it's very good. I'd rather do massive ass damage here. Like, isn't that much more satisfying than going woo through a line and doing like 20 damage? I'd rather do like 100 damage, you know?
Healing you.
Oh, she blows a kissy to heal you. That's so sweet.
This'll be cold.
This'll be cold.
My training's paid off, dead and buried.
Nice. Alright, you should be prioritizing whoever has the lowest HP. Just saying. Yeah, like now these fights are like very favorable for me. Now that I'm no longer diving through a line, I'm actually, you know, healing.
Stand ready.
Quick call. Instantly end the wait time of an allied unit within range. That's actually interesting. Distance swap. Swap the position with the user and an allied unit. So weird. Dude, you could do all sorts of shit with that, like fly over a mountain and then quick swap with someone who's a ground unit. That's actually kind of clever.
Your orders, if you will.
This one's mine.
Alright, we're just kind of cleaning up this mess.
Just leave it to Lex.
Just leave it to Lex. Mostly just leveling up Adele. Adele's my magic boy.
Sorry.
Go on then. You okay?
You okay?
Yeah. Go on.
Guaranteed crit magic damage.
You
Not bad.
got this.
Guaranteed critical shield bash. Stop healing.
My
Who
magic
told
is
you
yours.
you could heal? That's just ridiculous. Okay, well it didn't matter anyway.
One for Lex. Told you I'm awesome.
Told you I'm awesome.
I'm up. You got it. Ready. Yes, sir.
Nowhere is too far. Understood.
You need to fall back and heal. You're healing.
Ready to move.
Sure thing.
Still kicking.
Okay, you guys are revived, at least.
I rise to any challenge.
Okay, let's form yet another squad here who's capable of doing literally anything. Be like Leah in the front. Liza. Selvi Sandstormin. And let's say I would like some DPS, but I'm like, Bruno's not that consistent. Maybe Kitra? Kitra's pretty good DPS here. Okay, let's send this squad north to deal with the Eminees.
Awaiting your orders.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, now that's what I'm talking about.
As you wish.
This one's mine.
Oh yeah, don't you know, neighbor?
I'm here to help.
Aha!
Go on then.
Magic conferral phantom attack. Magic damage go burr 158. Very nice. Once Adele promotes, they'll be able to attack twice, and it'll be even better. Look at all them guaranteed crits.
Are you okay?
No stopping now.
Alright, Adele levels up.
Better than Clive now. No
I'm
stopping
even
now.
better than Clive now.
No, you're
Just
not.
tell me what to do.
I've lost enough already.
Ready. You got it.
I stand ready. Sir,
So,
I move
what next?
forward in the light of the divide.
Alright, Sharon leveled up.
nowhere is too far.
We hastened call here. Probably just like the entire army. Give everybody haste. Haste to make waste of our enemies.
I stand ready.
Of course.
I got you.
I'm up. Yes, sir.
They won't escape.
As long as I live, I'll never
I
stop
stand ready.
resisting.
Fight
Understood.
you.
Can you keep up?
Magical assist, huh? $48 damage. 48 damage. 48 damage. $27 damage. Okay. Presumably, the damage is coming from the magic assist, and moving Kitra up to the front line is what is saving me there. Because we have Selvi, she's just going to sandstorm the enemy, so I don't think we're taking any damage from anything besides the magic assist here. But I guess to confirm, I guess we'll watch it, just to see. So yeah, Kitra ended up dodging there. Which I'm assuming on the back line she would not have been able to dodge. Sandstorm! You're all blind, get wrecked. I didn't even know that could miss. That's incredible that that can miss.
Stay right there. Right behind you.
Whew.
Ready for
Pretty
war.
good.
A necessary sacrifice.
Mind this
for the
group
sake
is
of our
also
future.
pretty high
Your
level.
orders, if you will. Understood.
Alright, move up there.
You'll find no respite here.
$27, $27, $19. $60. Yeah, 19 seems fair. We've seen this, we just skip the same army we just fought.
A worthy foe.
I've lost enough already.
Merciful Rain, Conjurer Rain, for 10% HP to allies within. Healing occurs every second. Sure. Healing Rain. Bless the rains down in Africa.
Can you keep up?
$35 damage. 27 damage. Let's go ahead and heal up Liza, just try and keep her alive. Taking 40. 8. You have less evasion. Moving you around doesn't stand to change anything then. Okay.
A necessary sacrifice for the sake of our future.
A sacrifice.
You'll find no respite here.
8. 46. 38 again. 46. 8. We put Kitra over here. 38 still. 38. Alright. Go ahead. Liza ended up getting routed. That's fine.
That's the last I hope to see of you. Where should I begin? As you wish.
Got more for me?
You don't stand a chance.
We're going up against these guys. 54. No matter how I slice it, it looks like. I'm not gonna bother watching, it's just a massacre, really. Lex took a lot of damage. Honey, sorry, I thought it was a honeyed spear. I'm like, why are we got honey on our spear? Honed spear. Potency 130. Target a column of enemies with a piercing attack. Potency if the user is buffed, plus 50. Cavalry targets cannot guard against this attack. Alright. This works well when paired with 2 sergeants, I imagine? Or 2 soldiers? Because they each buff each other. Or this would be well paired with being in Gilbert's army, because Gilbert buffed the entire army. Increases the potency by 50. Like, 130 potency already is not bad, but 180 potency, now we're talking.
Done and dusted.
I just want to sleep.
Alright, you take this.
What do you need? Heading there now.
Start moving.
Allow me. Very well.
Start moving.
I'm here.
At your service.
Never in doubt.
Look, elves fighting the enemy. Poor souls who had little choice but to surrender in the faces of Noir's overwhelming pressure. Yet they now stand as threats to neutralize. Unless, that is, I'm able to convince them otherwise. Getting you up there, bud. Mark my words. 6. $45. I like 45 damage best. Go ahead and watch this. I'm curious. I'm assuming that my House Carl's gonna get his ass kicked.
Fight on!
Okay. was not expecting him to die into a single hit, but sure.
No! That must have hurt. Cheer up.
Cheer up.
A little ice for you.
Little ice for you.
I did it!
Okay, well, we did get level ups on the units that I'm trying to get level ups on. Damn, girl, strike a pose. It's level ups.
Brutal war draws ever nearer.
Whatever you say, Dimitri.
Victory is ours. Nowhere is too far. Sir, I've reached my position.
Okay, you
Your orders,
hold.
if you will.
You're marching.
I rise to any challenge.
In the name of the liberation.
There, I'm here.
Alright, camp, we heal.
Just tell me what to do. Loud and clear.
Berengaria.
It shall be done.
Ready to move. Yep.
You guys are just attacking.
Come then.
Okay, these are riffraff squads, so I don't really care to watch. Yeah, I really don't have a means of protecting Hilda in this squad, do I? She's just gonna get sniped. Guaranteed. Yeah, 33 damage on Hilda. She's dead.
To the next.
Well,
But I plunder your booties while I'm here. That right there, that's money.
Told you I'm awesome.
Face your demise.
Alright, Hilda squad, that's fine.
It was never in doubt.
I got you.
Yeah, you go for the tower.
I rise to any challenge.
You back off and
a brisk
garrison
fight. Just tell me what to do.
Berengaria. Just
Moving out.
rush the enemy, really. As you do.
Gotta keep getting stronger.
I believe I've arrived.
As you ordered.
You're done for.
Alright, tower, easy, we're just gonna skip. No, I don't really like fighting these squads that are just like, oh yeah, 4 archers. It's kind of annoying. Slows down the gameplay.
What do you need? Heading there now.
Capture that.
I've lost enough already.
Go ahead and
Understood.
talk to
At your
you.
service.
We hasten the call so you can get there in time.
You
Much
have my
appreciated.
gratitude.
No stopping now.
Hold on.
Out of my way.
Alright, we'll watch Berengaria though, she's fun. I like that she glares at them.
This is for you!
Want to keep going?
Get glared at, losers.
You'll be okay.
You'll be okay.
Better heal up. You're mine.
Rude.
Don't go dying on me.
Be safe. Yeah.
Not finished yet.
Alright.
Lay down.
Death spin. Killing chain. Barony still had
No
2
time to
additional attacks to go. Yeah. for their levels, this squad is about on par with my level 20 squads, I think.
Not even
They're
surprised.
quite strong.
That's what you get.
Okay, so we hold until we get this side objective done.
Lina Lagos, sir. I...
Say no more. If you bear any regret for consorting with Zenoira, all you need do is lay down your bow. Follow me, and together we'll march for the everlasting glory of Elheim.
Thank you, sir. Your kindness this day has lifted the cloud of doubt from mine eyes. From here forth, I dedicate my life once more in service to Elheim.
You hear their cheers, Prince Elaine. The northern encampment is ours thanks to your peerless command. All that remains now is to vanquish the enemy general.
Your orders, if you will.
I stand ready.
Right, grab that item, please.
Sure thing.
Grab that item as well.
Press the advantage, men, for Zenoira.
You won't make this mistake
And
twice.
Berengaria says, die. Bold of you to spawn right on top of her.
Never in doubt.
I like how the commander's just like, press the advantage. I'm like,
I'll be
you
taking that.
don't have the advantage. What part of this suggested to you that you had the advantage?
Ready. You got it.
Well, got it. We'll never lose. Ignorant fool.
Ignorant fool.
I got you. You got it.
Just tell me what to do. Moving out.
Okay. An item all the way over here? Come on.
Your orders? Very well.
We're not reaching that in time, but sure.
Out of my way.
Okay, what if I move you back? Take 19 now. Move you back, we take 1. We deal less. I'd rather deal more.
It seems we face not only the final dregs of Alheim's resistance, but the rebel army as well. No matter. They'll all succumb to our crushing might.
Let's have some fun. I'll take that. Not bad. Better heal up.
Just eviscerated that poor frontline guy. Did not stand a chance. Very lucky follow slice.
Nice try.
Guarding fighter is good. Missed the death spin. Managed to land 1 killing chain. Missed the next. Okay. It was still a 30% chance without landing.
Not even worth my time.
Quite impressive there, Berenice. Quite
They won't
impressive
escape.
indeed.
Loud and clear. We'll never
Let
lose.
her kill another one of these guys. Just for fun.
That's what you get.
Because we're here, you know.
Just tell me what to do. Got it.
So, what next?
Out of my way.
Alright, Berenice, kill her.
Why
Kill
don't
her
you
dead.
Thanks. Not finished yet. Lay down.
That spin, you're both stunned. And the being stunned is a guarantee of being hit, I believe. That's actually huge. Now you're on fire.
Better heal up.
And then you just get hit. Okay, there's a lot of really lucky hits there. Level up Travis.
A little bit of tricorn pride for ya.
Can't do much.
Alright, that was a pretty easy fight. More honors, please. I would like to promote my units.
I must say, I've heard tell of the Liberation Army's ferocity, but your warriors are even more skilled than the rumors claim.
Then allow us to show our compassion as well. Might we assist you in tending to the wounded?
Your kindness is touching, truly. As you can well see, that battle was a grave one indeed. Most of our ranks lie decimated, while those who lived will never again stand on the front lines. My squadron among them.
I understand. We'll send our healers to their aid at once. Speaking of the battle, though, it seemed the enemy we faced were lacking the calm demeanor of a formal army.
Trained soldiers are in short supply when you're invading as many nations as Enoira is. The whispers of the trees say they're prioritizing raw manpower over any kind of quality or skill.
While orderly rule and the safety of the locals seem to be even lower priorities still.
As things stand, I can offer no peace to the countless lives that have fallen before the steel of these oppressors. Instead, I'll carry their spirits with me until the day I finally purge Enoira from our home. And I would like to do so by your side.
Yay! We got little Lagos. Viva la resistance! And all that noise. La resistance! Alright, we got a bangle and a bomb. And some renown. I was certain this day would see our resistance falter, and it would have indeed done so if not for your efforts. It is a debt I shall repay with my life. Now come, let us topple Zenoira's grasp on this land together. Alright, Lena Lagos. Unlike yours, the arrows loosened by elven archers are imbued with magical power. I believe they prove effective against classes like hoplites with low magic defense, but can't guarantee that myself. Some of my brethren have taken to selling their steel to the highest bidder. It's a notion far beyond my ken, to be frank. Why the twisted expression? Have you never seen an elven mercenary before? I do as I must to put the food on my table, and I know you humans do much like the same. Alright, who can be higher here? Elven archers. Dude, they got big old bows. Long-range magic attacks can remove ally debuffs, which I like. Makes them effective against shamans. I imagine we're going to be going up against a lot of shamans here. We have Lena Lagos. I wouldn't mind picking up an extra boy here. Your name is... Burker! You are... Lucky? Hardy Lucky? I don't know about that. Maybe Go-Getter? And Precise? You don't have any true hits, so Precise is fine. Wind Arrow. Attack a single enemy, inflict evasion minus 50. Physical and magical potency of 75 each. Mystic Conferral. Add magic damage 50 potency to an ally's attack. Learned at level 20. An Icicle Arrow learned at level 30. Attack 2 enemies, inflict freeze. Wow. Fancy. Let's give you... brown hair, white. Elf, dark elf. I can choose a skin tone? That's cute. Alright, you're a dark elf.
How about I hit something?
How about I hit something?
You ever hear such a rough-sounding elf?
It's wise to withdraw.
Where should I go? I'm in a bit of trouble.
Fine.
Now just wait here then. Hey, I took it.
Shall I? I fear death approaches.
Allow me to assist.
Allow me to assist. Alright, there we go.
Strength flows through me.
That is definitely Berker right there. Oh, they're a promoted class. I see. That cost me 30 honors. I was confused. I'm like, wait, what? Hello there, brave human. For the sake of our homeland, we're prepared to assist the Liberation's march however we can. With wind arrow, we can loose arrows imbued with magic power. Ah, and it's especially effective against enemy wyvern knights. Perhaps you'd like to witness it yourself. I'm kind of surprised that this gets the job done. Why is that? Leah gets several hits in on the flyers. True strikes, that's fine. Liza probably lands a hit. And then Kitra probably cleans it up. The Sylvie's Sandstorm probably doesn't accomplish too much. But I'm curious enough to watch this.
Ready yourselves.
A powerful call. Lucky hit there, that was a 27. You're all blinded, but then the Elven Archer and the Cleric are gonna clear some of this, I think. And Feeble! Nice miss. Okay. Leia got 2 bouts of Nimble Fighter. Pretty good. Okay, and then Leia is going to land this kill because she's buffed the high hell. She actually managed to get hit there. That was a 19% shot. And then Kitra just finishes the job with Spiked Blow. Yeah, alright. My thanks for the bouts. Wind Arrow will also lower the enemy's evasion. Use it to shoot down a flying enemy, and even a melee unit will be able to deliver the killing blow. Or I could just kill them in one shot, you know?
An advanced class, huh? Must be nice. Yo, sorry, if you really want to boost your self-confidence, just stop by a fort and pick promote. It'll cost you, though. I've saved up plenty of honors working as a merc. It's still nowhere near enough.
Dude, you're a soldier class? Sir, it costs, what, 20? 25 honors to promote a soldier? Or a fighter? Whatever.
You know, look, I got promoted.
Oh yeah? What's that mean?
You really don't know? It turns you into a stronger version of your normal class. Also gives you more room to grow, and lets you learn new skills while you're at it.
Wait, you're saying you're stronger than me?
Yep, from now on you'll be following my every command. Now go buy me some elven confections, and that's in order.
She's just using me as an errand boy. Maybe if I got promoted out of fort myself. Yeah, that would be definitely worth the honors. Hold on a sec. You already did it too?
Pretty good, right? Once you get promoted, you can make all the lesser classes buy you stuff.
That's rubbish and she knows it. Though, maybe I should try it too, just in case. I'm gonna buy myself a promotion once I've saved up enough honors. Until then, I suppose it's errand duty. Diggy diggy.
I hear the elves from the next town over were dragged from their homes by a pack of horrible bandits. To be honest, I've barely slept since. You never know who might be next.
So true.
They say some of the Unicorn squadrons employ common brigands in an attempt to terrorize us. Is there no load to which they will not stoop? After Zenora conquered Elfheim, some of my fellow elves attempted to flee the forest. I wonder where they are now, if they are still alive.
I cared not for the wider world when our village sat peacefully at the corner with the border with Cornea. Only now that Zenora holds the world in iron grip am I finally curious about what lies behind Elfheim. What grim irony. Alright, the cemeteries of Elfheim. Freaking Sharon out here spreading her beliefs to the elves. Like, do the elves even believe in your god? Like, who knows? We don't have any silver ore to give.
May fortune bring what you seek among my quality wares.
My quality wares. Greatwood swords give magic defense. Okay. It's nice. I do like that each region has its own, like, style of weapon. Like, Drakenhold had the Dragonbone series. Here we have the Greatwood series. Yeah. Is quite cool. It's the rebels. Come, men, we drive them back! Battle for Satam. 16, huh? I'm just gathering materials, looking for some ore. It's mostly just timber here, which I guess makes sense. But I did end up getting some ore, which is good. Means we can secure this house.
Thank you for saving us, kind strangers.
20 renown. We're getting close to the next tier of renown. Alright, let's give Linolagos this place.
A duty I'll gladly accept.
I see you're with the Cornian Liberation. My apologies for not recognizing you sooner. Embarrassing as it is to admit, elves have, like me, have a bit of trouble telling one human from another.
That's fair. We all kind of look like scumbags, don't we? Alright, wonder if I can progress down south into Elfheim through here. There is a road, technically speaking. I think. Access a different part of the map. Is this open to me? It is technically, yeah. But what are you? Got like a mask on or some shit?
I've been waiting for you, Prince Elaine. Let me give you a little rundown of the situation here in Zoinicola. Zoinicola Harbor to the south of here is currently under Zenoiran control. They use the place as a hub for all their maritime operations. Keep it under extremely heavy guard. And well, that's about all I got. Wish I had more to tell you, but that's the best we've been able to manage. Alright. Alright.
Fine work, given the circumstances. You can leave the rest here to us.
So long as we lack a clear idea of the enemy's numbers, safe to assume the town will be in peril as well. Our first course of action should be to ascertain how matters stand.
I can go in that case.
Yes, I suppose the rest of us would stand out. Very well, but be mindful of your surroundings, Chloe.
Strange. I would think there'd be a market here.
I would think that the red army guys would notice your blue army outfit and immediately capture you. But I guess blue good, red bad doesn't apply in cutscenes.
We've got so many mouths to feed these days, keeping our rations stocked has been almost impossible. I hope there's at least someone who'll sell me some food.
A shame. I thought you dreamt of becoming a gallant knight, just like your mother before you.
Enough. You and I both know they'd never take a half-elf.
Oh?
No one chooses their birth, Ridiel. Your blood may not be pure, but you can't let that stop you from achieving greatness.
What's going on over there?
If you ask me, the only thing knighthood brought my mother was an early death by Zenoiran steel. Now please, never speak of this again.
Sorry to interrupt, but could I ask you something?
You're not from around here.
You're not from around here. You dare talk to me?
Well, no. I'm on a sightseeing tour of Fevrith, traveling to new lands with every passing day.
In a full suit of armor. Right.
The world's a dangerous place lately. Anyway, is there a market near here? I'm running low on rations for the road.
Just keep walking. You can't miss it.
Thank you, ma'am.
My son says she's the one selling us out to Zenoira, the Alpana. One day, his friends were grumbling in a tavern. The next, they were tossed in a jail cell for sedition.
Now, you can't go trusting every barb thrown at her just because she was sired by a human.
Of course, you can't have a fantasy world without half-elf prejudices. You just can't. You gotta have that everywhere.
She clearly wasn't who she said she was, so I took it upon myself to follow her. And sure enough, she had a whole battalion backing her up.
The rebel army, no doubt. The emblem you described matches theirs to the last detail.
Quite a valuable bit of info, if you ask me. More valuable than the crumbs you've offered.
Greedy little half-blood. You've already got your pay. I swear, you'd sell your pride if you thought it'd fetch you a few coins.
Some way to thank me. If that's how he feels, maybe I will. Those rebels would probably pay me plenty for a little intel on their enemy.
We got like a spy lady? Is she gonna be a thief class or something? That's everything. The town should make for a fine base of operations during the march to Zoe-Nicola.
Thank you, Chloe. Let us prepare to depart at once.
Zoe-Nicola. Any rapport conversations? Not really. Let's see, we have standard Trestis. I would like Rosalind to get caught up, because I would like to use her if possible. Novice is for level 10 or lower. Yes, I would give these to Victoria.
The cause.
Makes sense.
Apparently, Zenoira's willing to pay good coin for any info on any so-called dissidents. It's fostered a bit of suspicion among the residents here, as you might expect.
I imagine. Linkola Harbor is southeastern Elheim is a vital position for the nation's maritime trade. Unable to gather intel on the occupying force, the Liberation nevertheless makes a ready to reclaim it. How about if I just, waltz in, huh? Clear out some of these scrubs. You never know, there might be like a bonus to exploring the world a little here and there. Not quite enough to land a kill here, huh? Alright, so we got a front line of armor to take down. Let's get Kitra. She's the best here, and grab Ak, Yana, and Linolagos. Yep, that gets the job done. Kitra goes down in the fight, but that's fine.
My magic is yours.
Magic Conferral Wind Arrow? Didn't do nearly as much as I thought it would. Guess these are promoted legionaries, though.
Be cleansed.
I'm here to help.
Magic Conferral Heavy Smash. Becky Lemmy Smash. Stop curing, rude. Missile, you're hurt. Magic Pursuit, you're dead. Kitra goes down, but then Ak just burns them to death.
Ice.
Burning level 2.
Forgive me.
Okay. Well, a little bit of fire and ice for the road, huh? Pretty good. What are you? Unit details. Elven Fencer. Lightning Blade. Like, all of these Elven units do a mix of physical and magic damage at 75% potency of their actual stat. Inflict Stun. Remove Weakness. Move the user's debuffs. Grants user a buff to evade one attack. Okay. Activate before an ally is hit by a ranged physical attack. Allow an ally to evade one physical attack. Interesting. Like, all Elven units sort of have, like, debuff removal so far. At least the Rangers do. The Elven Archer does, and now the Elven Fencer. Debuff removal. As well as they do a mixed effective damage. Courtesy of the class, but also the Greatwood Sword also does split. Greatwood weapons have split damage. Okay, this does get the job done, but I'd rather construct a squad that's better. So we have, what, 2 fencers in the front line and 2 spears in the back line. So let's front line with someone with a reasonable magic defense and physical defense. Or someone who's capable of dodging, like Leia. Leia Travis, maybe? And then Berenice for counterattack potential, and Abin because he's just super strong. Yeah, 23 damage and we just murder them. Sounds good. Let's see it. Yeah, let me just, you know, put all of my high-level units in a squad and, you know, whoa, they managed to get the job done. Wow. Who would have thought that using your high-level units?
Allow me to mend your wounds.
Go get him!
Nice try.
You're on fire. Not that it matters. Berenice got killing chain. Easy.
Tis done.
Okay, cavalry. The soldier in the back. That's very straightforward. That's just Fran. It's just the Knights of the Rose, really. let's just throw the Knights of the Rose at them. Virginia and Miriam. Yep, 310 damage, take none. This is just, you know, easy.
The wind is ours.
Knights of the Rose do not care.
We have them. I want in.
Got so much initiative, it just... This is like the Limes meme, like, why can't I hold all these initiatives? Got too much initiative on my hands. I'm sure I'll fight you. Get wrecked. Alright, I'm getting real tired, not gonna lie. This is about the time I fell asleep yesterday, so it's been about, you know... I'm getting tired. I've been going for 7 hours as well, so I'm going to wrap it up here so I can go get dinner. Yeah. I'm really liking this game a lot. There's so much potential in it, so many different strategies to try. Like, there's so much going on that I want to try everything, but it doesn't feel like I can in a single playthrough, which means I'm probably going to do multiple playthroughs of this, which is great. You know, like, they did a good job. My only, like, the honeymoon phase is wearing off. I do have complaints. I do have things I don't like about the game. The thing I dislike the most is the unit position shuffle that I have to do between every single fight that initiates. If I'm not a fan of the initial, you know, combat readout, I'm just like, okay, I'll just move my unit over one. Oh, don't like that. All right, move my unit over one again. Oh, don't like that. Move him back one. No, oh, okay. Move this unit up one. Okay, no. Like, I don't like that aspect of it, and you do have to do it for optimal, to make optimal choices, because The combat overview doesn't lie. It is entirely true. It's like, this is how it's calculated it's going to go, and it'll always go that way unless you change something, you know. And you change something and it's just like, oh, now you lose. I'm like, okay, change another thing, oh, now you lose, like 50-50. Change another thing, oh, now you're just destroying them and taking no damage, you know. That's the one aspect of the game that I don't care for that much, but I think it's an unfortunate derivative of the way that the combat mechanics have been programmed. Like, I don't think it was intended for that to be how people handle things, even if it is optimal to do that. I think this game was constructed in mind where you would construct teams of units that never change, like static groups of units. You'd have your favorites, and they would be part of their units. They would build rapport. They'd get to A rank, basically, and you'd stick with them the whole way. Not what I'm doing. What I'm doing is I'm deconstructing my squads after every fight. I'm reevaluating my tactics constantly, you know. So it's a little something something. Hello there, Snark Mage. How are you? We're just wrapping up here. I do apologize. I am greatly enjoying this. I was just talking about a couple things before wrapping up. Yeah, I really like Unicorn Overlord so far. I mean, I'm on what, 56 hours? Looks like, based on my save file. Yeah, hope it was a good stream. It was. I had a lot of fun. I spent an awful lot of time doing inventory management, but I really like inventory management and min-maxing a little bit. I come from sort of the Fire Emblem side of tactics, where, you know, you get perfect information most of the time. So I like knowing what's gonna happen. Spent a lot of time doing some science because the game isn't always super transparent about stuff. Like, I don't know, a few days ago, on stream, I decided to, because the game doesn't tell you. Again, the game doesn't tell you. There's basic damage calculation here. But it doesn't tell you what adjusts to account for guarding critical hits, class trait. It doesn't tell you what all that means. And you go to critical hits, it doesn't tell you what that modifier is. When you go to guarding, it doesn't tell you what that modifier is, unless you're using a skill, in which case it uses these modifiers. But if you're not using a skill, then it's... So I spent like 4 hours last week figuring out what all this is. It's 1.5 times, and depending on your shield you're using, it changes. But yeah, it's pretty good. It's reasonably transparent for most purposes. Combat is quite satisfying. Just ridiculous amounts of class customizability and stuff. Like, I am, what I say, 56 hours in, and there's classes here that I have not seen yet. Like, I've seen most of them at this point, but not all of them. And according to my map, I'm about, what, 50% of the way through the game? This is a big game. Yeah, 50.7% of the map done. So, it's a massive game. There's a lot to see, a lot to digest, a lot to dissect. Yeah, if you like any of that sort of stuff, I recommend picking it up if you haven't already. Yeah, very, very good. Very solid game. But yeah, I'm ramping up for the day. I've been going for quite a while. So let's see, who is live currently? We could raid someone else playing Corn Lord. Like, Lazada is currently doing more Unicorn Overlord. Eskel's doing some Pokemon. I don't want to spoil myself, and I don't know how deep Lazada is in the game, so I'm actually not going to raid in. But if you do want to watch more Unicorn Overlord, I'm going to shout out Lazada. I met them via Etrian Odyssey. When Etrian Odyssey Remaster came out, They were doing Etrian Odyssey at the same time I was doing Etrian Odyssey. They're really cool. I think if you guys should check them out if you want to. Right now, like I said, they're doing Unicorn Overlord. But I will not be rating them because I don't want any spoilers in the event that they are ahead of me. So instead, I will look for, say... Sakura's doing some lightning returns. Fancy. Let's go say hello to Sakura Yosai. /raid Sakura Yosai. Sakura, for those who don't know who Sakura is, Sakura is a VTuber /PNG tuber, kind of like an in the middle sort of PNG VTuber type thing, where it's animated, but it's not like 3D. It's like 2D rigged, 2.5D maybe. She's playing Lightning Returns, which is a Final Fantasy game. She does a lot of RPGs, great banter, great interaction with chat. Yeah, guys like me probably like Sakura. Many of you who typically watch me may or may not already know Sakura. It's good. Tomorrow is what? Tomorrow's Wednesday. Yes, tomorrow's Wednesday. I will be back with more Unicorn Overlord, #Cornlord tomorrow. Probably a little later in the day than I did today. I got up so early that I just needed to do something with my day. But yeah, so look forward to that. If you want more Cornlord, we'll be continuing the Elheim sequence and learning more about new classes and stuff. Yeah. See you guys later. Have fun over at Sakura's. Peace. And raid.